All right, Elle, thanks so much. She's dodging the rain out there. And I have some special guests here, bringing some hardware here. What's going on? New event headed to Louisville this weekend. You're going to be able to enjoy live music, stand-up, comedy, burlesque, wrestling, and plenty more. It's the first ever What the Lou Fest. Today, we're joined by Brian Kennison from Ohio Valley Wrestling and Cash Flow to hear more about this. Everything that you can enjoy. What the Lou is right. What the name, right?
What the Lou.
What the Lou.
Yeah. Well, it's a very cool store. I don't know if you've ever been there. It's in Germantown.
I've not been. Tell everybody about that.
So What the Lou is a very, very cool store in Germantown. Germantown itself is very unique and
coolest neighborhood.
Oh, it's fantastic. I love Germantown. And What the Lou is kind of the personification of all that. You have like a wrestling shirt. He has old 90s wrestling shirts, old 90s NBA shirts, old rock shirts from the 80s and 90s. Like, it's a very vintage store with a very Germantown flair.
Yes.
And now they're turning that into a whole full-blown festival.
Why not?
Oh, absolutely.
So at this festival, you're just going to have like a little bit of everything. Comedy, burlesque, wrestling, potpourri.
It's a fruit cake of a festival. You just take everything on the counter and just put it in there, and it's going to be delicious.
Right? Cash Flow, you've been roped into this.
I've been roped into this, but
you don't like it.
Yeah, I like it. You don't have to rope me in too hard.
Right?
I enjoy
You're
a
like,
good.
Come to the party.
Absolutely.
Cash Flow's like here for it.
That's what it is. I love it. I love a good party, especially when they involves kicking and punching and that kind of stuff. So
how did Ohio Valley Wrestling get involved with the festival?
It is one of those things. It's a community thing, especially for Ohio Valley Wrestling. For OVW, you know, we tend to reach out to the community, and that's exactly what Brian Kennison has done. And What the Lou Festival is great. There's going to be a lot of people there, and what better way to celebrate What the Lou than OVW Wrestling?
You all do a great job of that. You are just so into the community, and I think that's why it's just over the years, your following it's just become so massive because you truly, truly care about all the community issues and everything like that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
All right.
The thing with Germantown is we used to run weekly in St. Teresa's gym, and that was years ago. So now we're trying to redevelop that relationship because, again, Germantown's such a cool area of town, and OVW is one of the coolest companies around. So it just makes sense to mix the two. Yeah.
Why not? You know, at this first annual festival, I mean, you're probably thinking, why didn't we think of this before? Right? We're just doing this now. What do you expect? What do you want people to know as far as like turnout and everything like that?
You know, it's going to be a fun time. We're doing an afternoon show, which is not characteristic for us.
Yeah.
But we're still going to bring all the action of a prime time show. And then afterwards, you can actually hang around at the festival and hang out with some of your favorite wrestlers.
Yeah, love that.
I love signing autographs. And, you know, of course, there'll be all kinds of little swag you can get. You can get T-shirts and all kinds of different kinds of merchandise from the wrestlers. So that's always a good time.
So anybody else that you want to tell everybody that's going to be there that you can give us a tease to?
I'm sure Mr. Spectacular Jesse Godders will be there.
Okay.
I'm sure, you know, the great Al Snow will be there. You know, you got Bankroll, you got Level X, you got all kinds of guys that are going to be there.
Not just guys. You got OVW Women's Champion Layla Gray going to be there.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You got Hollywood Haley J going to be there. The Spark Jada Stone. I mean, we have some of the best wrestlers we've ever had in this company.
Yeah.
And so I'm really excited to bring that back to Germantown.
Ooh, raising the stakes for next year.
Oh,
You're going to have it again.
It's like you have steak on top of a draft set. That's how high they are.
Yes, absolutely. All right, tickets, what are prices and where do people need to go or how do you get more information?
And so I'd say that's the best thing because, I mean, clearly Cash Flow and OVW is the best thing, but the best part is that it's absolutely free. It's not going to cost you a thing. Just come down to Goss and Spratt. We're shutting down the street right between Four Pegs and What the Lou itself. We're going to be right there in the middle of the road with the ring. You can't miss us.
You cannot miss it. You can't. Can I try this on really quick?
You can. You might want to use two hands, Claudia.
You hold the clicker. You hold the clicker. And do you just walk around with it like this?
I like to wrap it around.
Oh my God, let's go through the newsroom like this.
Well, come on, let's go.
Them, right?
I like wearing it around my waist sometimes too.
Okay,
you know,
right. Eric King's gonna be so jealous, huh?
It looks good.
What the Lou?
Nice and shiny, Claudia.
Shiny. I'm gonna get me one of these.
Oh, wow.
All right, guys, I'm gonna hand this back to you.
Okay.
Because I don't want to. We appreciate you all coming in so much.
Absolutely.
We can run the prompter too. We're multitasking this weekend. That's how we do it. What the Lou happening this weekend. Definitely check it out. Go online to see all the details right there. You can look at their Facebook page as well to catch all the times and all the people that are going to be there July 29th, 30th, and the 31st.